It's Sporetober 2024, day 24. It's also day 23 because I didn't do a video yesterday because it was late and I didn't know what to do and so on, etc. So the first one, yesterday's, is cult. So go. Hello. So what? I tried to avoid it and I still said it. So I did it again. Well, I didn't know what to do for cult, so I went for bees because I was told that they were sort of the closest animal, like the most culty animals. Bees, bees. So I'm making some bee people things. I looked at pictures of real bees to see how their legs looked and sort of loosely followed that for how their legs should look, and also where their legs should be placed in a bit, but not now. Then I gave them feet. I tried to avoid using the ones I used for the camouflage creature, because that one was sort of perfect. But I wanted to do it different, so I went for these ones, which gave them dance. I also gave them hands, because I wanted them to have hands, they're sort of a bit more upright, so hands. And then I put some, the face things, on them, that they used to feel things. And I'm not feeling like trying to say that today, so I'm not saying it. And they have stripes. They're black with really a really dark grey. But yeah. With initially, I think that was red stripes or orange stripes. It's a thing that like changes colour. So like in the middle, it's like one colour, and then as it gets to the edges, it goes to another colour. That I swapped out the things on its head for a different thing. Just to look more in line with the mouth, which I thought was good. I also put things on its eyes, and then I thought about swapping the colours around because it wasn't looking quite right. It wasn't really looking like a bee, but made it lighter. I made it a very pale red. But then I just changed that colour to yellow, which really made a much more bee-like, and called them beeple. Bee people. Beeple. Then I thought about a description. And then I thought about a description. And then I thought about a description. And then I stopped thinking about a description. And there's a lot of things flying around the air there. I've never noticed those before. Have those always been there? Oh, when a new colony is formed, one beerson will elect themselves to rule the rest. The other beeple, no, if the ruling beerson dies, the ruling beerson's well-being is priority. Then if the ruling, if they die, then someone else will take their place. Basically, the gist. Then I'm tribal outfitting them because that has gameplay stuff. And I put that mask on and thought the eye bits could sort of be like holes. They're not holes, but they're like holes for the face things, head things to go through. Then I put those things on them because they sort of look like a big bit of clove with a bag. Then I also realised that thing was a beard, or could be a beard, and not just hair, which I never realised before until I saw a video recently by someone else. And now that we have been done from the cult things, the beeple. Now it's gelatinous. Gelatinous. It's like a dinosaur full of balls. They're like wet, squishy balls. It's quite nice. And gelatinous. And it has both its eyes. And it's freshly opened, despite being a couple of years old. I forgot to open it. Anyways, go! Hey, there we are. Okay, so gelatinous. I wasn't really sure what to do. I remembered one of the rules on the Reddit was something about no blob creatures. So had that in mind. I read it later. It wasn't no blob creatures. It was no random, no blobs of random parts. Anyways, that first thing there was like a snail thing. Wasn't really feeling it. Thought about jellyfish. Then I thought, what if its head was sort of like dripping over and down, and then that mouth was sort of really flat. Also, because of the recent update that Spore got, mods are gone, so I'll have to look into that. But this may be the end of mods. So yeah, it got its head as a limb. It's dripping down, it's got legs which are also like that sort of. Put those things on it because they sort of look like drips. Did a similar thing for the American, but that's still not finished yet. So I made it that body color, which is like blue, but then it also goes to a green, and so then I made one of the other colors green as well, to sort of get it on the drip things. And then I thought about how to make it less empty, because it looked really empty. So I messed with that a bit. I thought about putting drips under the legs, but that was a bit difficult. Then the head were also difficult. Made it a bit asymmetrical, but that was difficult. Then I put things on its neck thing, but then I put those on the sides instead of the top. And I was liking that. So I moved on to the legs because it was looking like it. No, not yet. It moved on to the legs because the rest of it was looking a bit empty now. And then I thought if that was enough, which it wasn't, because then I put more on like the knee bits and the upper bits. Then I thought the main body probably needs something, so I eventually got to that at some point. Also, those are all like different sizes. So yeah, I put some on body, but then it was looking really crowded. So I had to take away some, and then I did that, and then that's it. It's done. I've done it. Yeah, I've done it. And that was all of Sporetober 2024, days 23 and 24. Cult and gelatinous, but separate. Not a gelatinous cult, or a cult gelatinous. I like the gelatinous. And oh no, it's going dark. Dark gelatinous. Dark gelatinous. Dark gelatinous. Dark gelatinous. Dark gelatinous.